Hey, Steve with TWFG, Steve Garner Insurance, and it's the beginning of November, so that means it is the beginning of Christmas light season. So some of you about ready to put them up, some of us may already have put them up. But anyway, we always get these warnings around this time of year about safety dealing with Christmas lights and whatnot. So instead of just giving you a list of those things to be aware of, I thought I'd test some of them out. So I picked out the 5 top tips for safety when we're dealing with Christmas lights. Gonna try them out today and just see how valid they are, and then pass that information on to you guys so we can all be safe and ready for this time of year. So let's get started. Okay, so the first tip I wanted to do is I wanted to look at wires and plugs. Now, we often get some information about what types of cords to use outside and what not to use, and that kind of thing. So I've got a sample here. Let me show you. Okay, so here's what we have so far. I've got a combination of things that they warn you about. These are not meant for outdoor use at all, and I'm outdoors. Definitely not an outdoor plug there. But anyway, I've got a timer here, so I thought I would send all these cords in different places around the yard, and that way I could have them go off at different times with the timer and that kind of thing. And that plug's coming out. May need to fix that splice, but we'll see. Oh, this I thought was really clever. This is an old electrical plug, and I need to extend these wires from this one to this one, and so I thought, well, that's probably going to work, right? That's all electrical stuff in there, right? And then this, I'm real proud of this. This is an old ceiling fan switch. It still works, I think. But I've got it hardwired in, so that's going to be my master switch to turn on and off all my lights. And let's see, that's the ground wire. I probably don't need that, right? But anyway, so I'm going to get all this set up and plug everything in. Here's the plug I'm using. It's actually coming from upstairs. I've got it hardwired into a plug up there. I'll just plug that in there. And let's see. Don't see anything wrong yet, so maybe debunked this myth, huh? Now, I did read that sometimes it takes a while, so we'll let this one sit. Yeah, we'll come back to that one in a little bit and see if anything's changed. So anyway, now next thing is this. I'm about to put some lights up on the house here. They warn about make sure you have the right ladder and make sure you use a ladder, but I'm pretty sure what I have is gonna work just fine. So here, let me show you. Okay, so step number 1 is the patio chair here, and then I've got a middle chair there to hold up a couple of bar stools and a seat on top. I think we should be fine doing this. So let's get up there, hang some lights. I know I got to be careful on this thing because it's not really meant to be a ladder, but yeah, maybe they're wrong about this tip. We'll see. Oh, that fell almost immediately. Okay. Oh, maybe that's a good tip. Okay, so I'm going to call the ladder safety one proven. I think you absolutely have to be careful this time of year getting up on the correct ladder and not something makeshift like that. Oh, okay. Well, let's go check on the electrical plugs again. Still not anything wrong with the plugs. Everything seems fine. It's all on. Is it a little warmer than it's supposed to be? I don't know. I think it's fine. Actually, speaking of wires, that brings me to my next tip to track down and see if it actually works, and that has to do with tripping hazards, especially like green cords in the grass. Definitely don't want anybody tripping over anything, so let's go see if there's anything to this one. So we'll try out that tripping hazard warning to see if there's anything to that or not. So what I've decided to do, oh, say hi to my hippo. What I've decided to do is I had the girls put a green cord across our grass somewhere, and not tell me where it is, and I'm not going to look for it because I'm going to pretend that I'm a stranger and just happen to walk across the grass and see if there really is something to this tripping hazard or not. So let's get started. We're just going to walk across the grass like, nope. Well, maybe there is something to that tripping hazard one. So let's say the tripping one is a good tip as well. Let's check on the electrical plugs again. Yeah, still no change. Kind of smells like ozone out here, but anyway, we'll let those simmer a little longer. The next tip I want to try out is I think you're supposed to be able to string 3 strands of lights together and not have a problem, but anything over that could cause some sort of an issue. I'm not sure what it is, but let's go try it out, see if there's a problem with more than 3 strands of lights, and I'll let you know how it turns out. So this is the beginning of the test of stringing together multiple strings, seeing if there's a problem. Let me show you what I did. I've got these lights that go all the way up and around and then into, now these are all plugged into each other, so there's only one power supply coming to this whole thing, all through the bushes. I don't see anything wrong, but is that a fire? Look. Well, maybe too many strands in a row, maybe a bad thing. I was running for the fire extinguisher and got my other knee and twisted the ankle too. So anyway, let's stick to that no more than 3 strand rule, or whatever it says on the box. Just go with that. Let's go check on the electrical plugs. Yeah, still nothing on the wires. I think maybe definitely some heat, but maybe that's just because the sun's coming out. But anyway, kind of smells smoke. I wonder if somebody's got a fire going. So they seem fine. Oh, this one is be aware of electrical wires and things like that while you're doing lawn work and that kind of thing. So, you know, mowing over wires or something like that. So I don't see why it's a big deal though. It's just mowing. And you know what, actually I've got to do a little trimming out there anyway, so well, let's go try it. Not quite mowing, but got a trimmer. Bush is a little rough. We've already put the wires in there, but I think I should be fine as long as I stay away from the wires. Let's try this and see if everything's fine. Man, okay, it's kind of a 2-for-1 special. Maybe don't trim the bushes or mow the lawn while you have electrical cords in them. The shock has turned my hair white, and I don't even have a lot of hair to begin with. So, and then also, I guess wear eye protection when you're working in the yard as well. So I guess that tip is proven to be true. guess we'll take one more look at the plugs outside. Feel pretty confident that we're going to win that one. So we've lost these other 4. They were definitely right about the advice, but feeling good about the plugs. Let's go check on them. I think I'll check on these plugs from inside the house. After everything I've been through today, I've kind of developed a fear of the outside. So they look fine. Wait, do I see a spark? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, well, they were right about the electrical plugs and cords too, so pay attention to that and make sure you get the right stuff and use it correctly. So I guess what we learned here today is that all those tips we hear about are good tips, and we should pay attention to those and stay safe out there. So well, anyway, this is Steve, the TWFG Steve Garner Insurance. If you need any help with insurance, reach out to me, text, email, whatever. And I guess happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you guys. We'll see you next time. Wait, when did I lose a tooth? Oh.